Hello, how are you doing? Now we want to focus on the customer, the person that's actually going to buy your product. What makes that person tick and why would they really buy from you? In detail, what we'll be exploring includes things like tools to identify your customers' values. We'll be focusing on one particular tool, which I'll give you details of in some of the coming slides. How successful businesses leverage customer profiles to drive growth. We'll talk about what the customer profile is and why it's important. And finally, we'll talk about why knowing your customer is key to your success and is what is going to allow you to advance the most in your business endeavors. Now, why know your customer? First, knowing your customer ensures that your product or service actually meets real needs in the world. If you don't know your customer, you don't know what they need, you don't know what they want. And so you risk to find yourself in a situation where you are creating something that nobody really wants. Knowing your customer also allows you to build trust and loyalty by aligning with customer values so that what you are proposing is something that your customer can feel connected to. And finally, it helps you drive smarter marketing and sales strategies because if you don't know who your customer is, then how can you sell to that customer? The tool we're going to be using today is something known as the customer avatar. Here we have a small template that summarizes what you might find in a customer avatar. And so what we have here are a couple different sections. So in the center, we have general information like name, age, gender, marital status, whether they're married or not, whether they have children, where they are located. In the middle, you have space for a picture. It could be drawn in, it could be a picture of the internet of someone that represents what you believe your customer looks like and what they are. Then you have things like occupation, title, monthly pay, education, favorite quotes, and who is their hero. Now, on the left and on the right, you can see some boxes. On the left at the top, we have the goals. What are the goals of your customer? What are they trying to achieve in life? Then under that, we have motivations. What inspires or motivates them to be able to achieve those goals? What moves them? Then we have objections. What are some of the reasons they may decide to not buy your product? We want to write those down also. On the right side, we have three more boxes. One of them is values. What are some of the things that they value most in their lives? Then we have sources of information. Where do they go to get information? Is it the news? Is it on Facebook? Is it LinkedIn? Do they just talk to their friends? Where do they go when they need information? This one is also important because, for example, if you want to do any advertising, the easiest way to get in contact with the people who are actually going to buy from you is knowing who they are and also knowing where you can go to get to them to share the information about your product. Then finally, extremely important also is what is their role in purchasing? Are they the person who actually has the money and who is going to buy your product? Or do they have to convince someone else who has the money in order to be able to buy that product? Some of the nuances, we'll see those in the practical session in a couple minutes. Filling out the customer avatar is not complicated. We've really gone through it really fast right now. You fill up the demographic information. Then there are some psychographic portions that include goals, motivations, objections, and also values. And then behavioral insights, including sources of information and their role in purchasing decisions. How can you use this customer avatar effectively? Why is it helpful? Why do you do all that? First, it allows you to have a much more targeted messaging for ads and campaigns once your product is created and once it's ready to hit the market. Product development based on customer goals and pains is also extremely important, like we saw yesterday, and the customer avatar can help you hone down even much more deeply than the proposition canvas that we utilized yesterday. And finally, knowing your customer, of course, is going to help you build stronger relationships by addressing objections and motivations to make sure that your product is really targeted to those particular customers. And very soon we'll go into our practical session. Within the practical session, one of the things I would like you to do is describe at the end of the whole process, once you've finished with the avatar, describe your ideal customer in one word. If you had to do that, what would that word be? And of course, as you're going through the template, you're going to be discussing things like the customer's goals, motivations, and values. Once you're done with the group sessions, you'll come back and present those. So let's start building your avatar. We'll give you a link so that you can download the template and start working on your avatar now. If you are interested in, after this, when we are done, if you're interested in a more detailed work being done with you on your avatars, on maybe some personal projects you have, you could be able to join some of our following workshops. So if you want some individual sessions, you can also contact us so that we can set those up. And then finally, now it's time to start working on yours. So we'll see you back in the group here in a couple of minutes. Thank you.